Does bigger mean better? Let's find out. That's right, we finally have some new wheels for my Mark II Focus ST. Currently it's still on the stock wheels, which are very battered, so I think it's time for an upgrade. Now you may have seen in previous videos that I actually had some wheels in the garage. You can see them in the background of some things. My dad was actually standing by some of them. Now I have actually gone in a different direction. I did try those on. They were some 18-inch rota grids. When I tried them on, I didn't really like the look of them, so I ended up actually swapping them for some 19s. I think they look better. I've also got some spacers to put on them as well on the rear. I've just got to get them cleaned up, ceramic coated, and then we'll get them fitted. I'll show you the new wheels. So like I said, then they are 19, so we are going up an inch in diameter from the stock ones. They're 8.5 inches wide with an offset of 45. So on the fronts they should be perfect, but on the rears I have got a 15mm spacer ready to go on. Let's get these cleaned up, ready for the coating. First step is to get the wheels rinsed off and apply a generous layer of all-purpose cleaner, followed by a thick layer of brake buster. I then scrub the face of the wheel with a soft lambskin mitt. Followed by a brush to make sure I get in all the nooks and crannies. Then the tyre can be scrubbed and I can finally rinse off the soap. Moving on to the decontamination, starting with some iron remover. I let that sit for a few minutes and then I agitated with the brush to make sure all the iron is dislodged. Gave it a good rinse and then moved on to the tyre remover. The face of the wheel didn't have much tyre on it, but it is always a good step to do just to make sure. I then applied a small amount to the tyre as I wanted to apply a different tyre dressing afterwards. One last final rinse and it's time to move on to the back of the wheel. It's the same process as the front, except it's a lot dirtier, so it requires a little more elbow grease. I scrubbed the barrel of the wheel with a soft microfiber barrel brush. I then used the lambskin mitt to get the back of the spokes. And followed up again with the brush just to get the intricate areas. With the soap all rinsed off, I then hit it with the iron remover. As you can see, it reacted with a lot more iron than the face of the wheel. I rinsed the iron remover off and then the last step is the tyre remover. There were a lot more tyre deposits on the back of the wheel than the front, but I did manage to get them off. I then used a plastic razor blade to remove some old wheel rake glue. One final rinse and we can get to coating them. So with the wheels all nice and clean, left them inside to dry. It's now time to prep them for the coating. So we're going to give them a wipe down with an IPA, make sure they're perfectly clean, no residue left behind from all the cleaning products, and then we can start coating them. I've gone with Carbon Collective Platinum wheels. I've used this quite a few times now on quite a lot of set of wheels. It lasts really well, cleans up really nice, and it's really easy to apply. So I'll show you coating them and then we can get the spacers on. Like I said, the first step is to clean the wheels with an IPA using a soft microfiber towel. I then applied a few drops of the coating to the applicator pad and covered the face of the wheel. As you can see, the coating comes up glossy so you can see where you've been. You can also use this as an indicator to see where you've missed. After 1 to 2 minutes, I levelled the coating with the new microfiber cloth and wiped away any excess. Time for the rear of the wheel now, and it's the exact same process. Starting at the top of the wheel and working my way around to make sure I don't miss any areas. Not forgetting the back of the spokes, and then it can be wiped away with a microfiber cloth. After applying a second coat and leaving them overnight to cure, I got them out of the garage ready to fit. I then went ahead and removed the old wheels, and these of course can go in the garage tucked away nice and warm and kept as spares. With the old wheels removed, it's time to get the spacers fitted on the rear. First step is to get the surface nice and clean and as flat as possible. And yes, I do know my disc needs replacing. I have got some new ones ready to go on. I'm just waiting on a few more parts. I then applied a thin layer of grease to the rear disc just to make sure the spacer doesn't seize onto them. The spacers can then go on and the bolts torque to the recommended 110 Newton meters. The wheel can then go on along with my new black steel wheel nuts. No spacer for the front, so the wheel can go straight on with the new wheel nuts. Time to get the car back on the ground to see how the new wheels look. So that is the wheels and spacers on. I am very happy with how they look. The rear sits very well. However, it has highlighted another mod that I want to do, and that is some coilovers just to bring the front down a little bit. Apart from that though, I'm very happy with the install. Wheel nuts look great, wheels fit really well. So thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one.